boys and girls, Mrs. Batliner here with another story honoring Black History Month. Today's story, Magnificent Homespun Brown, is a story, a song, a poem, a celebration about feeling at home in one's own beloved skin. And so I did not add the words to the story today. I just added the illustrations because I wanted you to really listen to the words and I want you to think about what they are saying. All right. It's great to use your imagination because if you think of the color blue, for example, is there only one color blue? No, there's not. There's a lot of colors. There's navy blue, there's royal blue, there's indigo blue, there's light blue, there's sky blue. There's so many different colors of blue. And that's the same thing with brown. So in our story today, we are going to be talking about all the different colors of brown there are and how Samara Cole kind of thinks about what those different kind of browns mean. Deep secret brown, like the subtly churning river currents, playfully beckoning me through my grandmother's kitchen window, winding steadily past banks of tall grass and wild rose bushes, carrying miles of life and endless possibility on their never-ending journey to the sea. So this is a color brown that she sees. Deep secret brown, like my eyes. So there's a color of brown that's called deep secret. Feathery brown, like the jagged shadows of the hemlock branches thrown over me and Daddy on a gentle mountain hike. They pull back periodically to let sunbeams wash over us in patches and slowly grow more enormous than the towering, tatted triangles from which they stretch as the day begins to fade. We pause every now and then, saying nothing, breathing in the full, fresh aroma and breathing out worries like offering a prayer. So there's a color called feathery brown. And feathery brown, like my lashes. So think about the color of your lashes. Amber brown, like honey harvested from the hive in Auntie's yard, a sacred healing elixir, a balm for beleaguered voices and aching throats, born from the billowing bustle of her industrious bees, stretching into a soft, squiggly line as it slips from the spigot to the bottle. For a moment, it's golden, dangling delicate in the air, before pooling thick and earthly in the hollow of the gaping jar below. So that's an amber brown. Amber brown, like my hair. So what color would you think your hair is? Radiant brown, like the flawless surface of towering summer sandcastles built in long, easy mornings at the beach with my mother. Every bump and curve is lovingly smoothed by our expert fingers as we craft royal fortresses of dampened seashore splendor, shimmering with the glory of a million tiny mica flecks glowing in the sun, crowned with iridescent shells and bits of sea glass jewels, proudly proclaiming the majesty they are fashioned to unfold. Have you ever built a sandcastle? Yeah, so according to our author, radiant brown is like sand, but here, radiant brown like my skin. So take a look at your skin. What color would you say your skin is? There's so many different colors that we can say. Smooth, creamy brown, like the flawless flow of caramel, gloriously smothering my favorite fall fair delight. Every year I line up with my little brother, eager to purchase the apple treats from vendors in brightly little carts, before pouncing off to the midway to watch show horses pose and prance, while we giddily devour a most ordinary fruit transformed by the most extraordinary silky sweetness. So if you can see the illustration there, okay, the flawless flow of caramel is covering an apple. And I think she's at a fair. So if you look at the illustration in the back, she's at a fair. Have you ever been to a fair before? Yeah, in our area, we have the fair that happens in August, and it's called the Lake County Fair. And if you go there, you can watch horse shows as well. But this smooth, creamy brown, according to the author, is like my laughter. Thundering brown, like a boisterous, crackling dive into a mountain of autumn-dried leaves on my grandpa's lawn. As my shrieks of joy and triumph shoot to the top of the clear, pale sky, the last remnants of fragile foliage relent their grip on bare branches and come tumbling down in defeat. Thundering brown, like my power. Cozy brown, like hot cocoa, a comfortable cup of liquid dreams, sliding lazily over contented lips, filling mouths with quiet happiness, as our family gathers to watch the swirling rage of a winter storm, tucked snugly inside the folds of our giant sofa. So think about it, when you have those cold days, do you snuggle up on your couch with a cup of hot chocolate? That is a cozy brown. Cozy brown, like my peace. They do look very cozy in that hammock. Magnificent homespun brown, like the family tree in Mimi's homemade quilt, forged from fabrics of every shade, from creamy to amber to deep secret. Each inch a poignant memoir, a personal story, a portrait, lovingly sewn onto one into another. Names and dates held together in the form of roots, trunk, limbs, and leaves. So there is her quilt. Magnificent homespun brown, like all the treasures, places, and people I love coming together in me. So if you look on the back of this book has won the 2021 Coretta Scott King Illustration Honor Award. So the illustrator of this story, judges liked it so much that they gave her an honor for that, for the illustrations that she had. So this was an interesting book and a different kind of book. It didn't tell a story. Okay, it kind of had us just thinking about all the different shades of brown there are and what it reminds the character in our story, what it reminds her of. So it reminds her of her hair, her lashes, her whole being, her laughter. It reminds her of her family members. So the next time you come across a color of brown, you kind of think about for a second, what does that brown remind you of? Is it a cozy brown, like snuggling up on a couch? Is it a brown that makes you think of the leaves and the autumn? Is it a magnificent brown that kind of brings all of your memories together? So pretty interesting, and I hope that you think a little bit about what color of browns there are. See you the next time.